Hello and welcome inside Platte Arena as tonight the Huntington University Foresters take on the Wilberforce University Bulldogs. Hi folks, I'm Victor McCarty alongside no one tonight because my partner in crime, Logan Hunt, is down in Indy watching in person the Duke and Michigan State game. So that's always great being by myself. But hey, we're going to have some fun tonight. Before we get on with tonight's broadcast, so let's look at this past weekend on how the women and men Foresters fared. It was a great day to be a Forester inside Platte Arena as both the men and women's squads saw some competitive action. Ladies first as they matched up against Purdue Calumet in what was a on and off again contest. Calumet committed 26 personal fouls, which HU levied to their advantage, shooting nearly 90% from the line. Miranda Palmer sporting her highlighter kicks to remain perfect from the charity mark and number 1 in the nation while putting up 26 points. During play though, the girls weren't afraid to get dirty, collecting 37 rebounds as Amelia Recker led that battle in the trenches, almost collecting a double-double with 9 of her own and making her 28 points look easy. An honorable mention to Kelsey Hubble, who had 21 points as the ladies won 88-75 against Calumet, improving to 4-1. Now for the guys. Earlier in the day, they had to prove themselves worthy against the Asbury Eagles. Big Al got an early two-hand jam for the Foresters, but CJ Penny answered with an easy 3. From there, it was a back-and-forth battle, but HU ends up heading into the locker rooms down 35-44. In the second, Daniel Wall got his team rolling, stealing the ball and in for the 2. Once again, we saw the aggressiveness by Peterson, but he ends up getting a bloody lip and has to leave the game. His understudy, Trevor Lockwood, had no problem stepping up as he would play a pivotal role for the Foresters. Then, almost like clockwork, we saw the CC3 take over as Drew Benedict and Derek Heinen sunk energizing threes against their poor three-point percentage. Then, with 48 seconds left, the one-faced wonder Kyle Pippinger found something to smile about, sinking a timely 3 from the right side. After that, it was almost like Asbury gave up as CJ Penny committed the technical foul and Heinen puts the nails into the coffin, hitting his free shots. Coach Platt gave praise to his opponents as well as his players after the game, saying there was nothing but heart left on their court and appreciated his team's second half effort.
Got to take advantage of each game of trying to get better to prepare for the Crossroads League like I told you last night. I thought in the second half we did that tonight.
As the Foresters earned the right to call themselves Nest Rose champions, Daniel Wall would finish with 24 points, whereas the general Derek Heinen got 25 and the title of tournament MVP. The men will be back in action Tuesday night inside Platte Arena, with the ladies hosting their tournament next weekend. For FDN Sports, I'm Victor McCarty. And we're back here inside Platte Arena. FDN Sports here on call. Once again, it was a great weekend, great Saturday to be a Forester as the men miraculously came back to win against Asbury University, and the women, number 19 ranked Lady Foresters, beat the 10th ranked Purdue Calumet. So it was a great day to be a Forester. But looking at the Crossroads League standings now, as Crossroads competition does begin next Tuesday night with the Foresters taking on Marion. Ladies will be home, men will be away, but Bethel is sitting at top, ranked number 10th in the men conference, 8-0. And then Indiana Westland is still ranked number 1 in the preseason at 7-0. And then from there we have Mount Vernon, Spring Arbor, Grace is receiving votes, and Huntington, we're tied with Grace as well, and St. Francis is right behind us. So it is going to be a very interesting year in the Crossroads League, but tonight it is the Huntington University Foresters versus the Bulldogs. Well, we talked about tonight a little bit. Let's get to know the Foresters.
Tyler Alt, senior, Carroll High School.
Derek Heinen, sophomore, V. Columbia City High School.
Devin Murder, freshman, Heritage Hills High School.
Trevor Lockwood, freshman, McCutcheon High School.
Kyle Platt, freshman, Huntington North High School.
Daniel Wool, sophomore, V. Columbia City High School.
Kai Fode, junior, Canterbury High School.
Austin Clark, freshman, Switchland County High School.
Trevor Lucas, freshman, Brownsburg High School. Kyle Pippinger, sophomore, Tri-Village High School.
Drew Benedict, sophomore, Columbia City High School.
Alec Peterson, senior, Carmel High School.
Calvin Miller, sophomore, Huntington North High School.
Always great getting to know the team, but now we'll take a break for the prayer and national anthem here inside Platte Arena and be right back for the starting lineups.
Leads us in prayer before tonight's game. Then we ask you to please remain standing after prayer and honor America as we play our national anthem.
Let's pray. Thank you, Father, that basketball is played indoors. And thank you for these young men. I pray that they would play hard, that you keep them free from injury. Pray that you help the officials to have keen eyesight and call a fair game, and help us all to enjoy this tonight. We ask in the name of Jesus we pray. Amen.
And now, introducing the starting lineups. First of all, for the visitors from Wilberforce.
And we're back here on FDN Sports. I am Victor McCarty on call tonight for you folks at home. I hope everyone is staying warm as the season gets colder. I mean, 14 degrees tonight, ridiculous. But looking at the Bulldogs starting lineup, we have Sean Cassidy, number 3, number 12, Keenan Smith, number 22, Devontae Berry, number 23, Malik Breckenridge, who has a name so long it broke our graphics, and number 32, Brandon Murphy. I look for Sean Cassidy and Devontae Berry to be the leading scorers and stars tonight for the Bulldogs, as Cassidy is averaging 20 points per game and Berry 13, and then Cassidy has 75% percentage on the year shooting wise, and Berry has 36 rebounds. And now, as we look for the men's Huntington University Forester squad, as always, we have the ever reliable number 2, the General, Derek Heinen. Then the freshman getting the start tonight, number 5, Kyle Platt, hometown hero. Then we have number 34, sophomore Kyle Pippinger, the one-face wonder. Number 45, the two-thirds of the Columbia City 3 now, Daniel Wall. And another freshman getting the start in place of the injured Alec Peterson, the Shane Merriman lookalike, number 55, Trevor Lockwood. Now for the Foresters, these 3 players have been pretty consistent thus far in the season. Derek Heinen's averaging 19 points per game, Daniel Wall with 15, and Kyle Pippinger with 10. The interesting thing about Pippinger is that he is shooting 88% on the season, almost 90. That is remarkable for the sophomore. Then Heinen has 36 assists. The general loves to pass the ball around. And Daniel Wall has 54 rebounds on the year so far. I look for this to be a very interesting matchup tonight, folks, as the 2-2 Bulldogs take on the 6-1 Foresters. The last time these two matched up was back in my freshman year, 2011. It was actually at the Ness Brothers tournament, which we just had this past weekend. Foresters becoming the second winners in a row as we begin underway here inside Platt Arena. Trevor Lockwood lining up for the Foresters and winning the tip, passing it to Derek Heinen. Heinen to Platt, and Platt to Pip. We see the Bulldogs playing tight D on the inside. And number 22 steals it away for the Bulldogs, getting the easy 2. That was Devontae Berry, the junior, 6'3". Derek Heinen will bring it back for the Foresters as he passes right side to Pippinger and inside the Wall. Wall trying to bring it in, and he travels. Not a good start for the Foresters as they're down 2-0 just inside a minute of play. And now we see the Bulldogs making a mistake, a double dribble. Kyle Platt will inbound to Derek Heinen. The Foresters have seen the full court press all season long, especially on Saturday when Asbury brought it to them. So we'll see how they handle that tonight. And another almost near steal. Wall almost touches the line but stays in bounds. And although Wilberforce steals the ball away, it's a travel. Many mistakes so far here inside Platt Arena as Coach Platt is going to clear the bench. Sitting Derek Heinen, Daniel Wall, Kyle Platt, Kyle Pippinger, and Trevor Lockwood, and inbound will be Devin Murder, the senior Tyler Alt, Trevor Lucas, sharpshooter Drew Benedict, and the freshman Austin Clark. Lucas inside to Clark. Tight defense again being played by the Bulldogs. In and out by Alt. .23 trying to force it in. Bulldogs fight for the rebound. Another miss. And Trevor Lucas with the block. Possession retained, Seal Bulldogs. Malik inbounds for the Bulldogs to number 3, Sean Cassidy. Austin Clark with the rebound. We've seen him do that all year. He's been out the past couple of games with a foot injury, so it's nice to see the young freshman back in. Trevor Lucas going for the basket, but blocked by the Bulldogs. Benedict out to Murder. Murder to the senior Alt. Foul will be on the Bulldog, number 32, Brandon Murphy, as it looks like Coach Platt just wanted to make a statement with his starters saying, hey, if you make a mistake, if you commit a turnover, you will come out of the game. And he said that many a times in our post-game interview. He brings back the starters inside for the Foresters now. We have Heinen going in. And it kisses the backboard and takes a dive. Heinen keeping his hands up. Breckenridge with the ball out to Barry. Barry looks for another Bulldog. Under the rim, no good. Daniel Wall with another block on the season. A lot of chatter going on down on the court. Another miss by Wilberforce. The ball just doesn't want to go in as Wall downs the court, and a bad pass by the sophomore. And again, Coach Platt making the statement that if you turn over the ball, you will come out of the game, as we see Austin Clark coming in for the sophomore Daniel Wall. We'll see number 23, Breckenridge, bring it full court for the Foresters. For the Bulldogs. And under the basket, number 32, Brandon Murphy with the J. Great defense by Trevor Lockwood. Pretty much nothing he could do. And Derek Kynan trying to lead this young Forester squad out in the court right now. Another 2 for him. Breckenridge tries to bring it himself, but inbounds to 32, but Pippinger with the rebound. Kyle Platt now. Another in and out. Coach Platt getting frustrated with his Foresters. Telling the guys that they need to communicate. Quite frankly, if the Bulldogs wouldn't have so many misses, as we see number 2, Patrick Mitchell, coming in for number 23, Malik Breckenridge. And we'll also take a media timeout here inside Platt Arena. But as I was saying, if the Bulldogs wouldn't have so many misses early on here in the first, they would definitely be leading the game, folks. Coach Platt is just baffled by how his young squad is performing right now. And this media timeout is brought to you by our counterparts here in the Forester Digital Network, FDN News. Follow them on Twitter for all of the campus news and highlights at FDN_news. As we look in on the Wilberforce huddle, I believe that head coach of the Bulldogs, Terry Fertrell, has to be pleased with how his team is performing so far. Again, if they just would make their shots, they would definitely be giving the Foresters a run for their money right now. Something that the Foresters definitely have to work on moving forward is their communication. We saw before the media timeout, Coach Platt telling his guys, asking why is no one communicating, and I bet that's what he said to them in the huddle just now, is that you guys have to talk. And we see that right now. Number 2 inbounds to number 22, Devontae Berry. Mitchell back with possession outside the top of key. Another in and out. Lockwood comes down hard. Possession remains with the Bulldogs. A quick inbound, but Kyle Platt is there. Harden trying to eye up Mitchell. Mitchell directing traffic for the Bulldogs. And number 32 of the Bulldogs, Brandon Murphy, with the easy no-look J. something hard to do over Trevor Lockwood. The freshman is 6'8", so that is quite a height differential to get over. And a block pass by number 3. I feel like at this point, still early in the game, but the Bulldogs have definitely gotten into the heads of the Foresters, as we'll see another third of Columbia City 3, the CC3, Drew Benedict in for the Foresters, as Derek Heinen with the miss. Kyle Pippinger out for the Foresters now. Brandon Murphy out to number 4. Sean Best Jr. Number 2. Another miss by the Bulldogs. Derek Heinen trying the fast break. Out to Drew Benedict. Another miss. And Austin Clark misses himself after getting the rebound. Bulldogs back with possession now. Bulldogs playing very aggressive offense as number 32, Brandon Murphy, once again with the back jumper. Derek Heinen out to Austin Clark, trying to take the 3. Another miss. Bulldogs trying to slow it down now after this fast-paced game so far. Number 4 trying to reset. A lot of movement on the court as 22 passes it to number 2. And he tries to take it himself with a steal by Derek Heinen with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. We hear Coach Platt telling his guys to move the ball. As the pass goes out of bounds off of the Bulldogs, we will see Trevor Lockwood, the freshman, coming out, and Daniel Wall, the sophomore, coming in. Daniel Wall was quite explosive this past Saturday. Look for him to do just the same tonight. Just needs some sort of fire starter. Wall out to Benedict. Benedict back to Wall. And now inside to Derek Heinen. And Derek Heinen is the only Forester with points so far. Overshoots it. Rebound by the Bulldogs. A block by Kyle Platt. Gets applause from the crowd. And Daniel Wall out to Platt now. In and out. Number 33 shot Arthur Haggard. That ball will go over the top and possession to the Foresters as we see Devin Murder coming in for the Foresters. Kyle Platt will take a well-deserved rest. I almost want to say that this game has been slow-paced looking at the scoreboard, but that has not been the case. It's been very fast, and only one foul thus far by the Bulldogs. Miraculously, that ball decides to take its 1-2 hop inside the net. Foresters now only down by 2. Number 2 outside to 4, and he gets the first 3 of the game. Sean Best giving the sophomore, the general, Derek Heinen, trouble, but inside to Clark and now outside to Murder. 15 seconds on the shot clock now. Out to Benedict. Another in and out, but Clock with the rebound. And he will get the and one. The freshman finally trying to breathe some life into this Forester squad. We'll see number 30 of the Bulldogs come in for number 33. That is Alexander Robinson. Austin Clark will make his one shot. And in for him will be the senior Tyler Alt. He is the only senior for the Foresters tonight, as once again, the big man, Alec Peterson, is out. We see the Bulldogs trying to get free from this aggressive Forester defense. They're trying to step up their game. Inside to 12 and back outside to 2. He'll go for the 3. Too short as number 12 gets the rebound for the Bulldogs. Sean Best Jr. will try to reset and take it in for himself. And he gets the pullback J. We hear Coach Blatt trying to call out the play from the sideline. At first, number 30 of the Bulldogs got his hand on it, but now Patrick Mitchell will get his foul of the game and the third for the Bulldogs. Long pass by Benedict to Murder inside to Heinen, and Heinen back outside to the sharpshooter, Drew Benedict. That'll be a foul by the sophomore, Derek Heinen. He did not get himself set, and that will be called every time as number 2 will come out. And number 3 for the Bulldogs, Sean Cassidy, will come back in. A lucky miss by the Foresters as he was wide open. And another in and out by the Bulldogs. Let me tell you, folks, this ball does not want to take a dive inside the net tonight. And number 44, Julian McCarty, no relation, I promise, folks. He will travel, and it'll be another timeout by the Foresters. Well, so far we've seen some interesting things on the court tonight as 8:55 remains in the game. As I mentioned earlier, you'd think that this game would be so slow-paced with looking at the scoreboard, but that is not true as the defense of the Bulldogs has been quite speedy. And the Foresters their heads have just not been in the game. After them finishing so well this past Saturday, I'm sure we'll see better of them in the second half, as Coach Platt said after the game on Saturday that he just talked to his guys and said to collect themselves, keep their head in it, and that's exactly what they did when they came out of that half. It was kind of a shot of adrenaline to the arm for the Foresters. We'll see Tyler Alt with the ball, passing to Devin Murder, and inside the wall, and he'll take a step back, but inside to Derek Heinen. Heinen will take it himself again, but that's a miss. And it'll be a jump ball. Possession goes towards the Bulldogs. Kyle Platt will come in for Devin Murder as Trevor Lucas getting some action tonight in for the senior Tyler Alt. Sean Best taking it across the court. Passes to his good pal, number 30, Alexander Robinson. 3 will take it in for himself, but a block by 3 Foresters, Kyle Platt, Daniel Wall, and Trevor Lucas, as Derek Heinen once again taking it himself. Wall does the good old Dwight Freeney spin move and gets the 2. Foresters take their first lead of the game. Wild ball passing by the Bulldogs. Daniel Wall gave it his best effort, and another miss by the Bulldogs will mean that that effort does not go to waste. But that will. Another sloppy pass by the sophomore Derek Heinen.
This is a full media time.
And now we'll take another full-time media timeout. This media timeout is brought to you by the Huntingtonian. We are the news, or in their terms, they are the news. You can follow them on Twitter at Huntingtonian, as well as follow them on Facebook for more campus updates. One of the most interesting news editor articles I read from the Huntingtonian just a while ago in their last issue was that they campaigned for a parking lot across Miller Hall, which is one of the dorms here on campus, and I would actually quite like to see that. I would like to see another parking lot here on campus. We kind of don't have as many parking spaces as each class gets bigger, as Huntington University, a great campus to go to, a great campus community, but as it is now the winter months, we usually have snow everywhere, so as a senior, I would appreciate more parking so I don't have to park all the way out in the boondocks. We'll come out of this media timeout now as Derek Heinen of the Foresters has seamlessly been doing it all so far. But the Foresters do have the lead now, 14-13. As Sean Best will bring it up for the Bulldogs, passing it to number 12, and back to Best. Number 3 will take it himself, passing off to 22. In and out. Daniel Wall with the rebound. I'm sure he'll have plenty of those tonight. Derek Heinen driving at it. Inside to Platt. A block, an aggressive block by the Bulldogs. Best, will bring it back up for the Bulldogs. Trevor Lucas will contend the shot for the Foresters, but to no avail as Sean Cassidy drains the long 2. Daniel Wall will pass it inside to Kyle Platt as he gets fouled.
Bulldogs foul on number 12, Keenan Smith. His first, the team's 4th.
That's the Bulldogs' 4th foul and his first. Kyle Platt makes his first. And exchanging a freshman on the court as Trevor Lockwood comes in for Trevor Lucas. Platt makes his second. That's an issue the men's Foresters have had an issue with, is making their free throws, but they're on point of it tonight. A good contest by Derek Heinen. As 23, Malik Breckenridge will try to reset. 30 back to Breckenridge as he takes the J himself. No good. Lockwood with the rebound, and Benedict will get fouled. They'll call a hold on Robinson. That's his first and the team's fifth. Not very many fouls in this game so far. Forrester's only with one. 6 minutes left to play in the first. Heinen to Wall. And Heinen to Platt. Heinen will once again take it himself, but too long. And no Forrester there to get the rebound. Number 22 calls for the ball. Kyle Pippinger with the tight contest, but another miss by the Bulldogs. We'll see Kyle Pippinger bring it up for the Foresters as he passes out to Lockwood, and Lockwood to Heinen. Another miss. Once again, folks, that ball just does not want to touch the net. It'll be a full timeout by Coach Platt. That's their second timeout of the game. At this point, Coach Platt is probably just trying to figure out what is going on with his young Forester squad. Both teams, though, not very good shooting percentage. And I remind you to follow us on FDN Sports. I try to do the best I can and tweet during the games when there's a close contest, but I don't know how much of that I'll get out tonight as I am the lone commentator. I have to put emphasis on that once again. My good pal, Logan Hunt, out for the night, and I have to give him a talking to. Sometimes those freshmen just not as reliable as you would like them to be. But if you do follow us on Twitter at FDN Sports, every day after there is a game, so tomorrow if you were to get onto Twitter, for instance, I do stay up after each home Forester game, and I put together a little Sports Center-esque highlight reel. So if you would like to not tune in for the whole game, you can always check back tomorrow on at FDN Sports Twitter account, or just go to the Huntington University YouTube page, and you can get caught up yourself. I'm here to serve the people. Derek Heinen will be contested by 23. And he'll pass it to the Wall. But Wall and the Heinen shot will get blocked. A very defensive matchup so far. Heinen into Pip. And Heinen back to Pippinger as he'll take it himself, but an overshot. Could have been a travel, but the refs letting him use the passport on that play. As Wilberforce has the lead again, 17-16. But Heinen, the general, gets the lead back for the Foresters. A great job by Brandon Murphy following his missed shot and getting the rebound. And that's what it takes, folks, to win a game, is following your missed shots. I bet as a coach is always appreciated that a player finishes his play. And Heinen once again will shoot at himself, another miss. A long pass by the Bulldogs, but Trevor Lockwood comes up with the block as we see him limping back down to get on offense. Hopefully that doesn't affect the Foresters too much, as the other big man, Alec Peterson, is out with an injury. We saw him get a bloody lip over the weekend. But Kyle Platt hits the three from the right side. The fans love the young freshman as he is from the high school here in town, Huntington North. They're the Vikings. A well-contested shot by Lockwood as we see him again trying to shake off the limp. Great ball movement by the Foresters with 2 minutes left to play now. A smart decision by Wall, passing it off to Lockwood, and right now he is the only one doing anything for the Foresters. Number 2 tries to play it fancy, but decides to pass it off. The famous number 23 jersey. It'll be up to him to take the shot. Hits the rim, Foresters with the rebound. And Pip will take a three of his own, in and out. Wall almost there with the rebound. Breckenridge trying to direct traffic for the Bulldogs, as we'll see him and Haggard exchange places, but a great block by Pippinger, but the ball falls into the place of Devontae Berry. Another 2 by the Bulldogs. Only a couple seconds difference of the shot clock and game clock. Derek Heinen will take it in, and it will be another loose ball as Bulldogs will retain the final possession of the first. Let's see if they can make things even going into the half. We see 22 tried to get a look to take the shot, but the sophomore, Daniel Wall, all over him as the Foresters maintain the 2-point lead going into the half, 23-21. Not a very high scoring game here in the first. It's been a great defensive game though for both squads, but also a lot of misses by both squads as well. As a coach, you never want to see that to start off with in the first half. You want to try to gain some sort of momentum, but nonetheless, I'm sure Coach Platt is happy that he's heading into the half with the lead after a bad start. We'll take a break here on FDN Sports, a part of the Forester Digital Network. I am Victor McCarty on call for you folks tonight. I am going to try to get a drink of water, as since I am the only commentator, I am getting a dry throat right now. So we'll take a break here for the halftime shootout, a quick commercial break, and then an update from our counterparts, FDN News.
If they hit the half-court shot, they win a $100 gift certificate. When we call your ticket number, please report to the scoring 601, 400. The second number, 601, 420. 420. And the third ticket, 601, 417. 601, 417. We'll try 601, 448. 448. Shot for a $100 gift certificate. The Huntington University Athletic Department would like to thank Orthopedics Northeast and Sport Run for its partnership. ONE physicians specialize in bones, joints, spines, and sports medicine. ONE also has athletic trainers that provide team coverage to area athletic programs, including Huntington University. When you need orthopedic care, there's only one name to know, ONE.
Plans don't always go the way we want them to. But you're not alone in this adventure called life. Remedy Live is a non-for-profit web station that strives to produce. Plans don't always go the way we want them to, but you're not alone in this adventure called life. Remedy Live is a non-for-profit web station that strives to produce a positive message while helping teens who need it. If we can help you, text the word REMEDY to 313131. or visit our website at remedylive.com to chat with someone there. Remedy Live. We chat, we listen, we love.
Good afternoon and welcome to FDN News. I'm Bree Santiago. Our top story this week, Huntington University welcomes the state's highest-ranking politician. Governor Mike Pence made his way through campus last Thursday. FDN reporter Kelsey Cruz explains why he came to campus.
Norm the Forester made a new friend this week, and students found a new friend to star in their selfies. On November 6th, Huntington University had the honor of hosting Governor of Indiana Mike Pence. HU's very own media and journalism teams had the opportunity to ask Governor Pence several questions. And as excited as students and faculty were about the governor's arrival, Governor Pence seemed just as eager to be visiting HU. Governor Pence was very excited and optimistic about recent elections and re-elections in Indiana.
Well, I'm very pleased with the election results here in Indiana and around the country. Right. I mean, we had a great day in Indiana. We elected 3 conservative leaders to the State House, 3 women who brought extraordinary background and capability.
Governor Pence said that his purpose in visiting Huntington University was not only to encourage the students, but also to learn of ways to improve higher education. He is currently pleased with Indiana's higher education compared to the rest of the United States.
We have the best system of higher education in the United States of America. When you combine our private colleges, our public universities, and I went to a private college undergraduate, I went to a public university for law school. I don't think there's any state in America that pound for pound can add up all the opportunities that we have in higher education.
The question everybody seems to be wondering, is Governor Pence going to be running for president in the 2016 election? When our news team asked him this simple yes or no question, his response, who knows, Huntington University students may have shook hands with the future president of the United States. Reporting for FDN News, I'm Kelsey Cruz.
The Advancement Office told us they are excited to have the support of the state leader, and they look forward to seeing what his future holds. As the semester winds down, several students are rushing to get their 30 chapel requirements in. Some students have reached out to us worried about fewer chapel credits offered. FDN discovered there were 6 fewer chapels this semester compared to last, but campus pastor Arthur Wilson assured us that there are 80+ chapels being offered, which is average. He told us this semester the university decided not to advertise as much, saying it should be the students' responsibility to know when chapels are offered.
Don't be nervous, and if there's things that we can help or do, please let us know, but ultimately, no, we're going to hold each other accountable and responsible for our expectations.
Wilson suggests that all students schedule chapel as an actual class so that they don't give themselves the opportunity to skip until they have reached their minimum requirement. It's musical season here at HU. Our theater company has been hard at work preparing a beloved classic, Singing in the Rain. The humor-filled ballad is set in the 20s and tells the story of a famous silent film actor who falls in love with a beautiful actress for the talkies. Senior Audra Rittenhouse says the show is extremely funny and appropriate for all ages.
People should come to the show because it's such a fun show. It's so enjoyable to watch someone sit up stage and have rain be poured on them and then be totally okay with it because they're singing in the rain. It's a beautiful concept, and it's amazing what we've done with this show and what you're going to see on stage, what's happening, all that energy that we put into it because it's a lot of fun. It's a great show to perform. It's all going to come back to you, and you're going to have a wonderful time watching it because of all the fun that we're having. It's contagious. It's a very contagious concept, and so you should come see it because it's a great, wonderful, fun time.
Performances begin on November 13th and run through the 22nd. For times and ticket information, you can contact Huntington University box office. If you are looking for something to do tonight, Huntington University is holding its annual Pack the Platte event. Students and faculty are invited to the Platte Arena at 9:30 tonight to meet the men's and women's basketball teams. The night will also include a 3-point shootout competition and a staff versus students basketball game. If you have questions about the event, visit the event's Facebook page, Pack the Platte. A new band will perform at Pack the Platte. They're called Fly These Wings. Students Eric Baker, Niles Berry, Noah Huffman, and Micah Butts have joined together to form the band. This past Friday, they performed all original music at the New Hope Church in Huntington. After the show, the band felt energized and optimistic about their future.
I thought the concert went really well, and also I got to get from behind the drum set, interact with the crowd, which never happens. So I'm pretty happy about that too. So overall, I was beyond pleased with how it turned out.
Fly These Wings plays piano-driven alternative rock. Tonight will be their second performance. Well, that's all we have for you in this installment of FDN News. Don't forget to check us out online at forresterdigital.net and follow us on Twitter at FDN_news. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
And we're back here on FDN Sports, the Forrester Digital Network. I am your commentator tonight, Victor McCarty, as once again, and I will be bashing him throughout this broadcast. My partner, Logan Hunt, is down in Indy enjoying the Duke-Michigan State game. Freshmen just think they can do whatever they want. Now, let's look at the halftime stats. A very low-scoring game so far after the first. Foresters with 23, whereas the Bulldogs with 21. Again, poor shooting percentage. Foresters having the higher of the two, though, at 33, and the Bulldogs with 27. One positive for the Foresters, though, is that they are shooting 100% from the free throw line, as what you typically do not see, but they only have shot 3 free throws, so very low fouling game as well. I believe the Bulldogs, had 5 at the end of the first, and the Foresters had 1. Foresters, though, being out-rebounded and have more turnovers. So that'll be something I'm sure that Coach Platt addressed at halftime inside the locker room. And we did see Coach Platt clear the bench in the first minute of the game, as the Foresters, he said this many a times, the Foresters made 2 quick turnovers in under a minute at the beginning of the game. So Coach Platt made the statement of pulling out his starters and putting the bench into work, just saying that, hey, if you make a turnover, you will come out of the game. And I always love to see a coach who sticks to his word. I'm sure, though, that the head coach of the Bulldogs, Terry Futrell, is very pleased with his squad, although the poor shooting percentage, as the Bulldogs are 2-2 on the season, and this Crossroads team of the Foresters are 6-1, and they're in a very difficult conference, and their conference play will be beginning next Tuesday night. They'll be at Marian University down in Indy. I guess Indy's the place to be. I will be home in Indy for Thanksgiving, so yes, I will attest it is the place to be. A quick pass by Wall and Heinen, but another mistake, which leads to more points for the Bulldogs, tying it up. Sean Best will contest the general, but he gets it away to his friend, Daniel Wall. And Heinen will draw the foul from Sean Best Jr. Heinen will go to the line.
The team's first of the half. Derek Heinen at the line for 2.
And he misses his first one of the game. Although Heinen is a great player, his kryptonite seems to be the line. But he makes his second. Coach Platt calling for a stop, so the Foresters try to gain some sort of momentum. But a quick pass from 32 to 22 will null that as Bulldogs retake the lead. Kyle Platt tries to go inside, and he outs it to Trevor Lockwood. But the ball, once again, not wanting to go in, and takes a venture over the backboard. I'd love to see a player from either team just get some momentum for their respective teams by either a dunk or that's a great shot unto itself by the Bulldog, Sean Best. And once again, we see him playing some full court press. Pimpinger will try to take it himself, but he decides to defer it out to Wall, who defers it to Lockwood, and inside to Heinen, back to Lockwood. Wall now, but he gets his rebound as the Bulldogs perform the second foul of the half. That's Brandon Murphy's third foul, and he's going to have to watch out now as Wall puts in his first. But Murphy is the leading scorer for the Bulldogs. At halftime, he had 10. As we'll see Austin Clark go in for Trevor Lockwood. Wall with a second, a fast release, and it's good. Keenan Smith will sub in for Brandon Murphy. Smart decision by Terry Futrell. I'm sure Murphy will be needed down in the game. Coach Platt being very vocal with his squad. Apparently, that is effective, getting into the heads of the Bulldogs. I'm still on the fence about the full court press. Sometimes I love it, sometimes I hate it. I guess it just depends on what side of the ball you were on. Wall takes it in, and that's a miss. He was trying to call for the foul, thought he got hit. A quick out pass to number 12, Keenan Smith. And that will be an easy tray for the Bulldogs as they lead 30-26. Heinen not able to get the ball across, so Coach Platt defers to get a timeout. So will not be another turnover by the Foresters. The Foresters once again had 5 turnovers in the first, and they have just about 3 in the second, so not how you want to play. I would like to thank the assistant coach of the Lady Foresters, Joanne Green, who has her banner on the wall inside Platt Arena. She was kind enough to get me some water during the half, and that is appreciated as I am just a talking voice tonight without a break. As we look in on Derek Heinen, he will be out right now as the trainer looking at him. He got scratched. But the senior Tyler Alt is a well appreciated presence in the game right now, as nothing seems to be going for the Foresters. And a steal by the Bulldogs. But it will be an uncanny foul by Kyle Pippinger. An ill-advised foul. It's his first of the game and the team's first here in the second. As Sean Cassidy will knock his first one in. This is the first time the Bulldogs have gone to the line tonight, as Cassidy makes both of his free shots. Full court press being shown and used effectively by the Bulldogs. Pippinger has got to get across, and he just barely does. Tight defense being played by the Bulldogs. The Foresters saw this past Saturday by the Asbury Eagles. I'm sure they'll see it the rest of the year as well, as Alt defers it out to Clark, and Clark will draw the foul.
Wilberforce foul on number 22, Devontae Barrett. His first, the team's third. Austin Clark at the line.
That'll be Barry's first foul as he comes out, and number 44, Julian McCarty. That is a great last name to have. He will come in for the Bulldogs. Austin Clark with his second shot. And it will take a trip around the rim. Merry-go-round right down the net. Foresters now trying to play some aggressive defense. Good ball movement by the Bulldogs. An ill-advised pass by Sean Cassidy. As once again we'll see this full court press by the Bulldog defense. Murder had his work cut out for him, but Benedict with the ball now. Passes inside to Clark and right down the wall. But that will be a block and a foul by Julian McCarty.
Julian McCarty. His first, the team's fourth. Daniel Wall at the line for two.
Daniel Wall will hit his first. And just as the record shows, I believe it's kind of weird in my head right now. I'm calling a McCarty on a McCarty action. As Wall hits his second shot. I rarely see another McCarty out in the world, so I'm appreciative of that tonight. At least someone doesn't leave me alone. Good effort by Keenan Smith. The ball will remain in possession of the Bulldogs when we come out of this media timeout. Coach Platt's squad now down 32-30 as they came out of the half up by 2. But it's been a very Although one might assume slow game because of the score, but not very many fouls, only 5 here in the second now. We only had 6 in the first. So in reality, this game has been going by quite fast. And I would like to remind everyone that this media timeout was brought to you by FDN News. You saw their news package from their news update from this previous week as we saw Governor Pence visit the campus. That was a special honor for us. He was checking out the new agricultural program here at Huntington University. But you can follow them at FDN_news. $15:27 left to play coming out of the media timeout. I'm sure Coach Platt gave his players some words of encouragement in the huddle as the ball will be inbounded to number 12 and back outside to 3. Tight defense. We have some 44 on 44 action, but that is Austin Clark's first foul of the game. As number 3 will take it in for himself, and the ball decides to bounce in. Kyle Platt with the possession out to Benedict now, as he passes it to his schoolmate from Columbia City, Daniel Wall. And Benedict tries to, he will decide to take the shot inside. An interesting turn of events, folks. At first I thought the sharpshooter, Drew Benedict, was trying to draw the foul from beyond the arc, but he decides to pass it inside to Austin Clark. And then Daniel Wall comes up with the rebound, and that will be another foul on number 2, Patrick Mitchell, as Daniel Wall hits his first. We'll see a sub coming in for the Bulldogs. Devontae Berry in for Julian McCarty. And that's Daniel Wall's first miss. Coach Platt telling his players to move and get back on defense. Daniel Wall tries for the steal. I hear a Brave fan behind me telling the Forester defense to step it up. I'm sure we all want to see that inside tonight. We'll see 10 seconds on the shot clock now as he passes out to 12 and 33, and he gets the 3. Arthur Haggard of the Bulldogs. Drew Benedict now with the ball for the Foresters. As once again we see Patrick Mitchell with the tight-knit D. Benedict inside to Clark. Clark tries to power his way in. That'll be a miss, but Daniel Wall is there for the rebound and the putback. A great maneuver, threading the needle by Sean Cassidy. Number 22, Devontae Berry. He will commit the foul. His second, the team's 6th, as Murder inbounds the Platt, and Platt will give it right back to Murder. Murder out to Benedict. The fearless Drew Benedict drains the three. That's his second three of the game. The Bulldogs all of a sudden are finding a way to get the ball in the hoop as Drew Benedict, the refs will say that was not a shooting foul. But we will see the 1-1 from Drew Benedict now, as the Bulldogs are with 7 fouls. Look for that to be a factor as we continue. And Benedict hits his first. Hitting these free shots will be a critical point for the Foresters, as they're down 37-41 right now. And Benedict hits his second. Sean Best Jr. will bring it up for the Bulldogs. As we see number 33 trying to make himself open. And 3 will reset for the Bulldogs. A great defensive contest by the freshman Austin Clark, but where there is a will, there is a way, and the Bulldogs found the way into the doghouse. Another steal by the Bulldogs, 3-on-1, and easily Devontae Berry with the step and go and the easy 2. Mishandling of the ball by Kyle Platt, and his father, Coach Platt, will take his 4th timeout of the game. That just illustrates the frustration that Coach Platt has had as they are down 38-45 with 11:37 left to play. If we've seen anything out of this second half, is that these Bulldogs have come out with a little bit of more of a step or a pep to their step, as one might say. One thing I think the Foresters have to do is just communicate and not commit so many turnovers. Quite frankly, they're just beating themselves right now, as the Bulldogs have committed 7 penalties so far in the second. Reminder to follow FDN Sports at FDN_sports on Twitter. We usually have more game updates while it is going on, but one can only do so much when given the task to do so. So Derek Heinen back in for the Foresters as he drives. A near block by 32 Brandon Murphy, but refs will say that number 4, Sean Best Jr. hit Heinen's elbow. Another unfortunate miss by Derek Heinen. And he'll miss his second, but Drew Benedict is there for the rebound. As we look at Heinen, he's got a bandage above his left eyebrow. As he had contact earlier in the game. Bulldogs with the almost easy 3. Heinen's trying to put some momentum into this young Forester squad. And number 55, Trevor Lockwood, will capitalize on the effort shown by this team's leader. Forester's now only down by 5. An ill-advised pass by 32, Derek Heinen with the steal inbound to Drew Benedict as the Foresters try to breathe some life into their play. As we hear it from the fans now, they're getting into it. That's always great to see. Another steal by the Foresters, this time by the one-faced wonder Kyle Pippinger. Derek Heinen getting fancy, and he goes to the basket. Foresters now only down by 1. I'm sure a sense of urgency has finally set in on this young squad. It'll be a timeout by head coach of the Bulldogs, Terry Futrell. A good timeout, as we've seen so often. A timeout often shifts the momentum in one of the team's favor, and I'm sure Futrell is trying to pull back the momentum on his side. This was a full timeout. Coach Platt might have got the right combination on the court right now, with Derek Heinen at the helm and the other 2/3 of the CC3 alongside with him. That's definitely an emphasis on their long-time chemistry. And never forget Kyle Pippinger and Trevor Lockwood, as number 4 will make the mistake and commit the foul. Possession to the Foresters. Wall will come back to help Pip, and Pip will give it to the General. Derek Heinen almost gets trapped. And Drew Benedict, the 5'9" sophomore, finds the rim once more. He's just slipping under the Bulldogs' defensive radar. Foresters now retake the lead 46-45 with 9 minutes to go. 12 on the shot clock as the Foresters try to box out. Great defense by Daniel Wall. And Brandon Murphy once again finding a way over the fellow 6'8", Trevor Lockwood. And Derek Heinen will earn the assist to Daniel Wall. The big man showing that he can do it all, hitting the three from the top of the key. I'm sounding like Dr. Seuss making a little rhyme, but it's about time that the Foresters, well, nothing rhymes with Foresters, so that's about all she wrote. The fans do not like that call, as that will be Daniel Wall's first foul of the game and the team's third of the half. Heinen with his hands up, and he gets the deflection. Mishandling of the ball by the Bulldogs, but a miss for the three. Again, some unusual ball handling skills. Trevor Lockwood with the block. Another miss by the Bulldogs. And possession goes towards the Foresters. Derek Heinen will once again bring it back for the Foresters. Wall sets up the screen. And Heinen with the two. Heinen finally finding his rhythm of the night. Fans do not like that call. I might have to agree with them on this one. I don't believe that was a block at all. I would have to say that was a definite push-off by the Bulldog. But it's all right. Forrester's just going to have to make like Taylor Swift and shake it off. Pippinger on Sean Cassidy. And that'll be some good defense, knocking the ball out. Still 22 remains on the shot clock. Great job by the Foresters communicating now. And a mistake by Malik Breckenridge. Breckenridge making like his last name and taking too long of a step. That'll be another turnover. Foresters trying to capitalize on their momentum. And almost long too, as Wall's foot was on the line. Bulldogs trying to just get the game back on their side. That'll be another foul on Daniel Wall, calling him with the reach-in. Bulldogs having to make the long pass to the top of the key. They're trying to reset. 25 on the shot clock. Plenty of time to make a play. Drew Benedict on number 12. A miss by 12. Trevor Lockwood with the rebound. And now 12 will earn his second foul. The team's 10th, so we'll see Derek Heinen head to the line. Wilberforce has to be careful now. All of a sudden, this game has been plagued with fouls. Heinen to the line for his first. Again, a miss by Derek Heinen at the line. He has to be sure to make these, but he has performed well. As he misses a second as well. He has performed well by driving to the basket, so he just has to maintain that skill ability. Daniel Wall with the rebound. Pippinger will hand it off to Heinen as Heinen charges down the court. He ends it to Wall, who hands it off to the 6'8" Lockwood, and he gets another 2. Drew Benedette will come up with the steal. Sometimes it's all right to be the small man on the court. It has its advantages as he knocks down his third 3 of the game. Daniel Wall will come up with the steal as Heinen will march down, losing the ball. And a smart move by Coach Platt, calling his second to last timeout. It'll be a full timeout. Forrester's now only left with 1 timeout. That might be a key factor later on in the game, but I am loving the effort I am seeing out of this young squad right now. Once again, the story of the night, as it has too often been, the CC3 Columbia City 3 showing what they're made of, with Heinen being able to drive to the basket, Benedict being the sharp shooter he always is, and Wall with his rebound presence, as well as he's hit a couple threes and made the jumpers. The unsung hero of tonight's matchup, if the Forresters are to win, with 4:44 remaining in play, might just be Trevor Lockwood. As we looked in for the Wilberforce Bulldog bench, head coach Terry Futrell, I'm sure, telling his guys that they just need to go back to what they know and what worked earlier in the game. But the Forresters have always seen this full court presence. Got plenty of it on Saturday, and I'm sure the Forresters are about just sick of seeing it. Wall will go inside again, but a miss. And we'll see Kyle Pippinger with the tight defense. Coach Platt yelling to his guys to play solid. This time it's a miss by 32 over Trevor Lockwood, but 22, Devontae Berry is there for the rebound and the putback. It's a 2-on-1 now. A great pass by Daniel Wall as he threaded it through his legs, mid-air, might I add. And that will be a foul by the Bulldogs, hitting Trevor Lockwood's arms as he goes up for the putback. And he'll go to the line. Makes his first. The ball has made plenty of shake, rattle, and rolls tonight, as Lockwood makes his second. I myself love that song, Shake, Rattle, and Roll. It's a classic, and as they say, there's no school like the old school. And Pippinger will commit another foul. That will be his third.
His third, the team's sixth.
Derek Heinen keeping his hands up. And a miss and rebound by Lockwood. Lockwood sets up the multiple screens as Heinen gets the ball across and drives it in himself with the two. The General showcasing his battle scar, but leading his troops down the court as he contends the ball, and Sean Best loses it. A beautiful pass as first Benedict to Heinen and Heinen to Wall, and Heinen thought he was going to go for the dunk, but he goes for the easy layup. Maybe that is well advised at this point. Forcers do not want to make any mistakes as the Bulldogs cannot make a shot right now. Lockwood gets another rebound. And a turnover by the General. And that'll be an easy layup by Sean Best Jr. But the Foresters have sort of pulled away right now. They lead 62-51. But we'll see a foul on number 3. Sean Cassidy, his first of the game. That's a positive for the Bulldogs. And right now, if there's a man to foul, it is Derek Heinen. Hit only 2 of his shots from the line so far tonight. But he'll make his third. And that's something we've seen out of this young Forcer squad, is that they'll make the shots when they matter the most, and that is usually at the end of the game. And quite frankly, folks, that is all that matters to me. And Heinen makes his second of the 2. We'll see Cassidy with the fadeaway, no good. And then Brandon Murphy tries the putback rebound, but once again, the freshman Trevor Lockwood, the Shane Merriman lookalike, with the block. That will be a foul on number 45, Daniel Wall. That'll be a nick on his arm. And Patrick Mitchell of the Bulldogs will make his first. And he'll make his second as well, as Coach Platt tells Benedict to take it in out of bounds. As Pippinger receives, he is boxed in right now. Benedict tries to scramble, and he gets to the opposite side of the court. Bulldogs with a very aggressive defensive presence right now, as Lockwood tries to lay it down the hammer, but Brandon Murphy commits probably the smart foul. Although I don't know how smart that is now, as it is his 4th and the team's 11th, if I am correct. Maybe not. Lockwood hits his first, going for his second now. And it's good. It's good. Wall with the relaxed defense, but Lockwood gets the rebound off the Bulldog miss. Benedict almost with the over and back. Pip getting boxed in, and now Benedict getting boxed in, as that will be a reach in by Sean Best Jr. Well, don't say it's over, folks, till it's over, but Drew Benedict will go to the line, as he is perfect so far from the line. Well, I apologize to the sharpshooter Drew Benedict, a little bit of commentator's curse. But the Foresters still lead by 13 with 1:19 to go. And he makes his second. Junior trying to be fancy with the ball. Loses it off of Heinen. Heinen definitely an improvement here in the second. A better job by the Foresters communicating. As Junior will knock down the J. Derek Heinen tries to fight his way across the court, and he gets there. Going in. Oh! The ball just rattling out. And now all of a sudden, the Bulldogs make 2 in a row, but down by 10 with 35 left on the game. Another turnover late by Pippinger, but a miss by the Bulldogs. And a foul. We'll see the shot clock being turned off. And number 2 of the Bulldogs, Patrick Mitchell, commits the foul, sending Derek Heinen to the line. And as I've said, Derek Heinen, although rocky at the start, as he puts up his first, and he makes it. Although rocky at the start, Heinen's second half performance has quite been rock solid. But he missed his second, as Wall tries to get the rebound, but it'll be possession to the Bulldogs. Oh, excuse me, it'll be possession Foresters, as the Foresters now just try to run out the clock. Benedict will give it to Heinen. And Heinen to Platt. And Platt to Benedict. And Benedict to Heinen. And Heinen to Wall. And Wall to Platt. Lockwood, the only one not seeing the ball in the final seconds. But we'll see. The Huntington University men's Forester squad winning against the Wilberforce Bulldogs. It was a hard-fought battle. Bulldogs, a valiant effort. As we'll see some great sportsmanship between the two squads. Coach Platt being upset, although his Forester squad does get the win. Well, we'll take a break here on FDN Sports. I'm sure everyone is sick of hearing my voice, and you'll be able to hear Kelsey Cruz when we return, as she'll get an interview with Coach Platt himself. And once again, this is FDN Sports on the Forester Digital Network. We'll be right back. And we're back here on FDN Sports as our sideline reporter Kelsey Cruz has the interview with Coach Platt.
Thanks, Victor. Coach Platt, congratulations on the win. Tonight, Wilberforce was obviously a great matchup for our team, especially towards the beginning of the game with some great defense. How do you think Wilberforce will compare to the conference matches that we'll see later on in the year?
Well, honestly, I don't think they'll be even close. I just feel like we just didn't come out with any kind of real sense of urgency or attention to detail like we needed to have. And consequently, we got down, and it was a lackluster performance and not a very good game for us. I mean, I'm glad we won and everything, but we just didn't have the kind of focus that we need to have in the preparation that we're trying to do to get ready to play the Crossroads League. So hopefully this is an eye-opener to our team about every game matters and that every possession matters, and that we come out with a little bit more energy and a little more focus on the next time we play.
At the beginning of the game, within the first minute, you cleared your bench, took your 5 starters out. What kind of message were you trying to send to your team at that point?
Well, what I was saying there is those other 5 weren't getting it done. And so I wanted to have a little conversation with those 5 guys. And so I put 5 guys in there. But I mean, it's just a thing where sometimes you need to refocus them a little bit and make them understand that this is a real college basketball game. So we need to be ready to play it. And I didn't think we were ready to play it. It wasn't a very good performance on our part, but hopefully one that we can learn from.
Now, it's no secret that Derek Heinen contributes a lot to this team, especially tonight with the amount of points he had and his intensity. What does it mean to you guys to have a player like him on your team? What does he contribute to this team?
Well, he runs the show for us. He's supposed to be the guy that's handling the basketball the majority of the time, and other teams are going to try to take that away from him a little bit, and they're going to try to pressure him hard. So he's pretty vital to us, but he can also score and perform in other ways, defend, and those kinds of things. So he's a big part of it, but we, himself included, we all need to play better. We need to, like I said, we can't give up so many offensive rebounds. I think we gave up 19 for the game. That kind of thing will kill you when you go to play teams in our league. So we've got to, again, have more attention to detail.
All right. Coach Platt, thank you for your time and congratulations on the win.
Okay, thank you.
That was Coach Platt saying to his guys that he was, although they did get the win, unpleased with their performance. I thank Kelsey Cruz for doing a wonderful job, as she always does. And for everyone here on FDN Sports, I thank you for tuning in and bearing with me for being the only commentator tonight. I hope you got to maybe fond of my voice. I don't know. But I'll see you guys again on Friday night when the girls kick off their tournament. The men's Forester squad once again winning 68-57 inside Platt Arena. Stay warm and have a wonderful night.